Hey everybody, I am back with our wonderful teacher, Jack Stocken. Hey, Jack.
Hi, Bashir.
So I just shared a hand with Jack. This is a random hand that came up on BBO. I had one too many losers, and I remembered Jack is the master of getting rid of a loser or two when you're in a tight spot. This was a hand, I went down one, we're in a part score, but I saw other folks were able to make their contract. Jack, can you help us out? Maybe step us through what our thought process should be, how to weigh our different options?
Yeah, Bashir. Well, I'm not a magician, but I have been playing bridge. But I have been playing bridge a long time, and as you know, I like to count losers in contracts as opposed to winners when you're playing in a trump contract. So yeah, happy to help out here because it does look possibly you've got four definite losers here: Ace King of Clubs and the Ace King of Hearts, and it's all about the spade suit here, Bashir. How you manage the suit, and really for me, looking at the 9 of spades and the 8 of spades, they're the key cards here. So that's going to be the crucial suit. Just for the viewers watching, don't worry about the bidding because it's a BBO standard American auction. It goes slightly
different. So whether you play ACL or standard, important thing to know here: we're in 3-diamond contract. South is declarer, and Jack gave us an important hint, which I certainly didn't think about in time. But how would you plan your play? You can pause the video, think it through before we continue. Put your money where your mouth is. Leave a comment below explaining how you would play this hand. And Jack points our attention towards the 8 and 9 of spades.
Yeah, for sure. So what we're going to do here is, well, I'm going to start playing the hand here. Let's see what happens. So again, as you just said, people can plan the play of the hand. Let's get on with it now. So East remembers as third player to win with the cheapest of touching honours. They'd be technically wrong to play the Ace of Clubs here. So if third player had Queen, Jack, 10, they put in the 10. Cheapest of touching honours for third player. That will often send a valuable message to your partners to where the missing honour cards are.
Right.
Quite useful, isn't it?
It is. But it puts us in a tougher situation because now they know where they'll pick up that winner.
Exactly. And do you think, Bashir, I'm just going to play the 3 of clubs here? Do you think I'm in a bit of a cheeky mood? Do you think I might throw the Queen?
I'm sure I would put the 3, but knowing you, realizing we're going to lose it no matter what, I could see you being the cheeky.
It's a cheeky play, and it does work. It's worked a few times for me in the past, this type of thing. It costs you nothing to throw the Queen under there. And it's a bit of fun as well. But, you never know. Sometimes the opponents switch suits.
Is that sort of, are we suggesting, hey, we have a singleton here? Too bad we had to play our
exactly. And they get the fear and they think, oh God, we're going to switch to a different suit. And it has happened. It's really satisfying when it works. Unfortunately, here it's not going to work because we rather sheepishly played the 3.
I'll have to remember that. It's fantastic.
And they do best to play a third round of clubs, Bashir, here.
Okay.
A, to take the Jack of Clubs off the dummy because the Jack of Clubs is the winner, and B, because West might have run out of clubs. So we rough it. Let's rough it high just in case. And we can draw trumps here. So let's play a diamond to the Queen. And a diamond back
in the left,
to the King.
Here they come. Okay.
Yeah, ending up in this hand here, which is a hand I want to be in. So this is tricky, Bashir. We're going to lose 2 clubs. We're going to lose 2 hearts. We've got to avoid a spade loser.
How are we going to do that?
Yeah, well, I've got my magic box with me. We're going to play the Queen of Spades first because really we quite like them to cover. And best for would you cover with the King, do you think, if you were West?
Not this trick.
No?
Well, I don't think so.
It's a really difficult decision for West, isn't it? I have to tell you that I would think a lot of players would cover with the King. But funny enough, Bashir, you're right not to cover. Because why would declarer play the Queen if they didn't have the Jack? Okay,
right.
It just wouldn't do that. If declarer had Queen XX,
Uh-huh.
what they would do is play a spade to the ace and then a spade towards the queen.
Without the jack,
Yeah.
declare couldn't risk throwing away the queen. We
Correct.
must have a reason. But
Correct.
yes, we'll figure out we have a reason.
Yes. So it's quite a subtle point in this, but if declarer only had Queen XX of spades, they'd play a spade to the ace and then one towards the queen, hoping that East had the king, and we'd be one down anyway. But we've got the Jack of spades there, so I have to tell you that most players, I think, would cover the queen with the king here. Yeah, cover an honor with an honor.
Okay.
And they wouldn't think about it too much in depth. But look what happens if they did. We win with the ace.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did this happen at your table? Can you remember? Did you play the queen? And
it didn't. I think I played towards the ace, though. Honestly, I forget what I did.
Yeah.
I just the result.
You probably didn't take the finesse. So this is really your only chance.
Right.
But look what happens now. You now play the 9 of spades. Second player plays low, as they would. And which one from our own hand?
Well, now I suppose we have to keep a hold of that jack, so we could play the 4.
Correct. We now take the finesse against East's hoped for 10 of spades. And our luck is in because the 9 of spades win. So we now cash the Jack of spades. Where are we? And funnily enough, this is quite bizarre. We're actually going to make an over trick because we can throw the losing heart, can't we?
Yeah.
So that's a bit bizarre.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Jack, could we rewind to see what if we were playing with a savvy West who didn't cover the queen with the king?
Yes, I was just about to do that, actually. We're going to go back in time, and we're going to look to see what happens if we're back in time, back to the future. One of the brilliances of teaching online, of course, you can do this. It'd be difficult to do it in a classroom, face-to-face. But, yeah, look what happens now. So if West, who's an experienced player, plays low, now we are stuck. So we could try the Jack of spades next time. Our only hope really probably now is to pin a doubleton 10 with East. Hope that East has got 10x, and that by playing the Jack, we're going to squash their 10. But, of course, West remembers to cover second time round with the 8.
Yep.
And look what happens. However hard we try,
that 10 becomes a winner this time.
It's promoted into a winner. And they hurriedly switch to a heart, to the queen, ace of hearts, and we're one down.
And okay.
That's 5 tricks to the opposition, as you can see, bottom right. East wears 5. So at Stableshire, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt here. I think when you played this hand, you played the queen of spades, and your clever robot ducked it. And then you played the jack, and they covered with the king, and you were one down. So actually, against best defense, you can't make this contract.
Jack, I called you up thinking it was a question for declare, but the lesson really might be here for defending. Thinking about when shouldn't we cover an honor with an honor?
Yes, and fun enough, this has just come out in the hand. When you first called me up, we had our conversation. You thought it was a declarer play thing, but actually far more difficult for the defense, I think, this hand, to know not to cover that spade first time round.
Well, fantastic, Jack. There's no way that I would have found that kernel of wisdom on my own. I was just staring at it, wondering, did I do something wrong? What was it that accounted for the difference I saw some other tables had?
Yeah,
so Jack, thank you so much for helping us through it.
No, happy to do so. And just quite a relative, like a relatively small contract, 3 diamonds, threw up a load of points there in the declarer play and defense. And of course, as you know, Bajir, I teach lessons 3 times every week now with you. So it's always interesting to go through a fun hand.
Well, those of us in your class are probably less surprised at the brilliance you bring to the analysis and the thought process. For everyone watching the video, thank you for joining us for this one. Leave comments or questions below. You could revise how you would have played it. And everyone's most welcome. Come by for an online lesson with Jack. We'd love to have you join the class. Thanks, Jack.
Thanks a lot, dear. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.